Howdy there, seventh graders. I am going to do a little bit of work on 6.5 because we had a 2-hour delay today and it just went really quickly and it felt like we didn't have a chance to really go over it well. And I know that we've been moving kind of through things a little bit faster when we're at school and you're on your own a little bit more when you guys are solving some of these problems. So I want to make sure that we're feeling good about where we are. A couple of you asked if I would just go ahead and do a recording. So I am going to do that because I love you guys. All right, so here's the big idea. And I think this is going to be a really good, helpful takeaway. When we talk about anything, we can talk about it as 100%. I could have 100% of a chair. I could have 100% of a building. I could have 100% of an airplane. I don't know. Okay. I could also have 50% of those things or 75% of those things. So it all depends on what you are talking about. What is the starting thing or amount that you're talking about when we're talking about percentages? And so right now we're focusing in on discounts and markups, which it's really, really important to know this life skill because you will use this for the rest of your life. Okay. At least you should. I hope you do. And don't rely on ads and things to make you feel like, oh, that's a good deal or that's a bad deal. Okay, so here's the idea, and I'm going to take something really simple like 100% of something, or 100. Let's do $100 something. So let's say I want to buy, I don't even know, a watch. Okay, and that watch, here's my beautiful watch, is going to be $100. Well, $100 is 100% of that watch, right? And so I could do two things. Okay, I could maybe, if I'm a watch owner, a watch shop owner, I could discount my watches and sell them to people. And I'll get a little less money, but maybe more people will come to me because I have a sale. Or maybe I'm not selling much, but I have people who are coming, like maybe loyal customers. So maybe I'll like bump up the prices a little bit because I know people are going to buy my watches no matter what. It doesn't matter. Whenever you talk about discount or markups, you just need to understand we're getting lower or bigger. So if I have $100 watch, if I say, okay, I'm going to mark up that watch 20%, okay, I'm going to take that amount and I'm going to add 20% to it. So 100% of $100 is $100. 100% of anything is that one whole amount. And then if I want to mark up, I'm adding, in this case, $20, 20%. Okay, doing a 20% markup. And then that's going to be, what I have to do is find out what is 100, what is 20% of that amount, and that's going to give me my extra cost, and that's $120. Okay, it's 120%. So if I had, let's say I had like a smaller number, I could find 20% of a smaller number. It's still going to be that 100, that one whole percent of that, whatever it is, in this case, a watch, plus the 20% more. So that's the amount we're talking about. If I did a discount, let's say I was like, you know what, 40% off sale. I've got my $100 watch, okay, which is 100%, and I'm going to take off 40% of that. Well, that leaves me with 60%. Okay, $40 off is $40. Again, just simple numbers to help you realize that. Okay, so if I am going to do a markup, I've got the 100% plus the extras. Okay, if I'm doing a discount, I take that 100% and I subtract that amount, and I would have 60% in this example. Okay, so now let's take a look at what that might look like with some of the questions that we're going to talk about on this puzzle time. So it says on this one, and I guess I had watches on the brain, sorry, $99 watch, so really close to 100, $99 watch with a 40% discount. So that's going to be really close to what we just did, okay? And it's good, so I know actually because of what we just did, it's going to be really close to $60. Really close to $60 because this is really close to $100 with 40% off. So what I would need to do is say, okay, what is 60% of 99? What is 60% of 99? So if you understand that we're taking that 40% off of the whole, I'm going to ask myself, what's 60% of $99? So 60% of $99 is going to give us our final amount. Okay, so have a calculator handy. I always have a calculator handy. Make your life easier. It's a good tool, right? You don't want to use it for knowing like all the basic facts. You really need to have an idea of what, to do with integers and stuff. But generally speaking, use calculator. So $59.40. So, and they don't make it go out 2 decimal spaces, but you know that's the case. $59.40 because I'll say this once again, it was $99. Okay, that's 100%, but we didn't want 100%. We wanted less than that. We wanted 40% less. I changed it to a decimal. 60% of 99 is $59.40. Okay, so on that one, this one would be letter E. Number one would be E. The second one is a markup. So let's do a markup. This one is marked up 80%. So take what we know. This is a new problem here. Take what we know. We had 100% plus 80%. That's 180%. Okay. What is 180% of 32? Because it was a $32 pair of earrings. 180% or 1.80 times $32 earrings. 1.8. I don't need that zero necessarily at the end. It's 57.6. 57.6. And we are talking about money. Hold on, my computer is reminding me to install Java updates. Not right now, computer. I don't have time for that. Okay, so here again, 1 times 32 is 32. That's that pair of earrings, right? Plus the extra 80% is going to be 57.6. It makes sense. It's a lot bigger than $32. It should be, right? So again, that's how we find those answers. 57.6 is O on number 2. All right. So now let's go. We're gonna take that concept again that I talked about up here, where you have a concept, you understand, okay, I've got anything I have is 100%. If I take away 20%, that's going to be 80%. Or if I give 35%, that's 135%. So we're always kind of thinking of that 100% whole and adding or subtracting. So if we want to find the original price, we have to take a slightly different approach. This one says, all right, we've discounted $65 on some amount we don't know. That's confusing, right? And it ended up being $20.30. So some amount, okay, some amount times our cost that we didn't know, our percentage times the cost is going to give us that new answer. Where we had to find this before, now we don't know this amount. We don't know how much money our original amount is. So you could rearrange this a little bit, but our percent times our original, okay, is going to give us our new. Percent times that original is going to give us our new amount. So we knew our original, we had to figure out our new. Now we know our new, but we don't know our original. So I'm gonna write that again. Percent times our original amount is going to equal our new amount, our updated amount. The swimsuit was discounted 65%. Okay, so if it was discounted 65%, think of it, you had 100%. And if we're going to take off 65% of that, how much is this? Okay, 100% minus 65 is 35. So 35% of something, 0.35, times some amount that I do not know is going to equal $20.30. And this is actually just an equation. We just set up an equation. 35% of X, we'll just say X, and this was a multiplication symbol. This is just the letter X. We're trying to solve for that unknown, is $20.30. And we just have to build our balance, look at what's happening to our X and undo it. So divide by 35% or 0.35. Calculator time. Okay. 0.3 divided by 0.35 is 58. $58 would have been the original amount. That was the thing. Look, that was the thing we needed to solve for, right? So you set it up, percent times the original is going to give you that new updated version. So that was a discount, okay? But then we have another example with a tennis racket, and it was marked up 50%. So it's 100 plus 50% is going to be $36.75. So 150%, 100, oops, got to let you see it. 100 plus 50% is literally 150%. If I make it a decimal, that's 1.5. That's one whole, which is easy. Anything times 1 is itself plus half of that thing, combined with half of that thing. So it's, let's see here, 1.5 or 150% of some unknown number is going to equal 3675. Okay, and again, solve. Go through, divide that 1.5 away. X will equal, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, 3675 divided by 1.5. 24.50. And we're talking dollars, so go out to your tenths or your hundredths place, okay? Those are the amounts that we have, okay? Let me grab another piece of paper. All right, so we have another section that I want to show you how to do. And this section, because I did 2 examples from each of the top 2 sections. I did two, now I'm doing 2 of these. It says find the percent of the discount or the markup. Okay, so now we could take a different approach to this, but I mean, I could show you a couple of different ways. What's the easiest way is to show you, it says it's a $52 sweater on sale for $31.20. So let's just do this. We're used to this. Change over original. We've been talking about that in class a lot. So it was $52.52, and it became $31.20. I want to find the change. I dropped, right? It went down. So it's some sort of decrease. 52 minus 31.20. That ain't right. 52 minus 31.20. There we go. 20. I knew I got like a whole number answer. I was like, no, I'm not gonna have a whole number. $20.80. Okay, that's my change. That's how I went from $52 down to $31.20. I lost $20.80. So the change is $20.80. The original is 52. And we can just divide. So I already have this on my calculator. Press divide by 52. That's 0.4. And we like to scooch our decimal. Scooch. That became 40, right? Remember my tip. I always tell you, write your little cheat sheet, a little quick reference where you all know this already. I know this. Say, I know this. Okay. 1/2 is 0.5, which is 50%. If you're ever confused about which direction to move your decimal, say, oh, well, when I was a decimal, I'd move my decimal scooch to the right to make it 50%. So scooch to the right to make this 40. As you do it more, it'll be a little bit easier. Okay. The next question says, you got some rollerblades. You know, I like to rollerblade, and my husband makes fun of me because he's like, welcome to the 90s, guys. Mrs. Landers is back. So I'll like rollerblade through the neighborhood. And he's kind of like, oh, Jill, geez, come on now. I'm like, hey, I'm going to own it because I have fun out there. He's actually not embarrassed by me, not because of that. Okay, so $23 rollerblades marked up to $41.40. So they're 23, now they're $41.40. Let's do change over original. Change over original. Ooh, okay, so it was 23. The lights went out. 41.40. So subtract to find. Crazy lady. Come on, lights. You come on. There they go. Okay. Okay, subtract to find the difference between those two numbers. So I'm going to take bigger minus smaller. 41.40 minus 23. 18.40. Okay, that's my change. Put it over my original, which was 23. So all I have to do is I already have this on my calculator. How convenient. Divide that by 23, you get 0.8. Scooch, 80%. Okay, that was the change that we had. And you should be able to tell if it's an increase or decrease because whether or not you went up or down. And that's it. That's what you got to do. So hopefully those examples will help you. If you have questions, though, let me know. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.